Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Samantha Souza, certified nutrition coach with the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make my favorite French fry replacement on a low carb or keto diet. It's jicama fries. It's hard to get them right and make them actually taste like French fries, but when I made them for my dad, who's very picky, he was like,
"These aren't potatoes?"
So what does that tell you? If that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure to like this video, subscribe down below if you haven't already, ring the bell for notifications so you can be alerted to every video that I make. And if you've done all that, then let's get started. So the key to jicama fries really is parboiling them. First, what you want to do is cut them very small and sort of like a julienne, very small shoestring fry sort of shape. A lot of people, they tend to cut them up like more like steak fries or a little bit on the thicker side. It's not what you want to do. You really want to get them like kind of that McDonald's fast food sort of shape, maybe slightly larger than that because they will shrink down once you put them in the oven. However, so getting the cut is really step number one. Step number two is parboiling them. This isn't going to be like a super dedicated video, but I just want to let you know these steps that I did ahead of time. So what you do is after you cut them up, you parboil them. It works for potatoes. Why wouldn't it work for a jicama when you're making fries? So you parboil them for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you take them out of the water, pat them really dry, let them cool off, and then as soon as they do, you can either freeze them so that when you're ready to make fries, you can just throw them into the oven and skip that first step. So it's a great way to do it in advance. That's what they do with regular potatoes when you buy them from the store and they're in the frozen food section. And then you bake them in the oven. I'm going to show you that step after you season them. And then if you really want to take it over the top, you can throw them in the air fryer after that if they're not quite as crispy as you want them to be. But sometimes I stop after step 2, sometimes I stick it all the way to step 3. It's really up to you, but it sounds like a lot of work, but I'm telling you, when you really miss the taste of French fries, it's so worth it. I made this particular batch on a night where we did wings and fries, totally keto-friendly meal, and like I said, my family couldn't believe that they were not regular French fries. That sounds hard to believe, but when you get them thin enough and they're just super crispy, crunchy, and you're pairing them with other foods that you typically associate with fries, it's amazing what your brain will do when it sees all of these things that are normally associated with each other, and it just goes, oh yeah, this is a fry. That might be part of it. It might be because they're super good. Try them for yourself. Let's see. I'm gonna take you through the steps. You can see by how cloudy the water is how much starch kind of comes out of the fries. You also want to make sure you peel your jicama before you cut it up. So I have these fairly thin pieces. You can kind of see shoestring style. Well, maybe a little bit thicker than that, but whatever you prefer. But I do advocate for a little bit thinner and to get the best sort of texture. And I'm just gonna finish moving these and letting them sort of drain out, dry off, pat dry, and then I'm gonna put them in the oven to dry them out even more before we put them in the air fryer. You could put them straight in the air fryer, or if you want, after you parboil them, you can actually freeze them, and then you can put them straight into the oven or the air fryer for whenever you wanna do it. But doing this step first will really ensure that you have the most fry-like texture when it comes to your jicama. Okay guys, so the next step is you want to lay all of your pieces out individually. If you just plop them onto your baking sheet, then they will steam and they will not get crispy, which is not what you want. So you have to take a little bit more time to lay them out so that they don't touch, and it'll be worth it, even if it means you have to do it on a few separate ones like I did here. Season them however you like, and then these are going to go into the oven at 375 until they are golden brown, and then we'll have the last step of our fry. So this is how they should look after being in the oven. Every oven's going to be a little bit different. You can see how much they shrivel up and get a lot more dried out, which is exactly what you want. And after this, we're going to put them into the air fryer just to crisp them up one last time. But if you want to stop here, you're more than welcome to, but this does make all the difference in my opinion. Yeah, I'm very excited with how these are turning out. All right guys, and here we are, the finished product, and I made some homemade keto ranch to dip them in, and my wings I'm gonna have them with. Let me know if you try this in the comments. I think this came out really delicious, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are watching this video. Have a good one guys, hope you try. Bye!